you all are doing fine. So today we are going to learn what is inheritance. So before that I would like to share this with you because I have created this notes for you, and I'll upload this all code and notes to my GitHub, and I will share my GitHub link in the comment section so that you can go and refer the notes. Let us see what is inheritance. So inheritance is an object oriented concept. In this, a child class uses the common property of a parent class. Let's see this through practically, that how this is possible. So let me create a class for that. So I'll create the class and I'll give my class name as student. Okay, and let us make some method for student. So what exactly student do? So student they give the exam. So let me make a method for them. Public void give exam. This is how a method has been declared for this, and then we'll say here that the students will give exam. Now what else they can do? So public void, and then we'll say do exercise. Okay, so we'll print here exercise. Okay, they will also do exercise. Now what else they can do? They can attend the class. So let me create a method for that. Public void attend class. Right, if they are a student, they have to attend the class. So attend class. Now let's take another class that is called as, I'll make my class name as a teacher, so that we are building some relationship. You will understand it. Just focus here. So now what teacher does, guys? So teacher they conduct the exam. So public void conduct exams. Now my method has been created. Here I'll print some line, that is teacher will conduct the exams. Okay, now one more method I'll make here. So public void. Now teacher can also do exercise. So let me copy this method as well instead of writing. So I'll just copy this method. Even they will do the exercise. Okay, now let's create. So what can, can you see, this method is common between two classes, right? I just copied instead of. So let me create one more class for you. Let's suppose I'll create a staff class. Okay, and I'll finish. So in school there will be staff also, right? So public void, let's suppose they take the fee. So take submit fee method will create. Submit fee. Okay, now here they will collect the fee. They will collect the fee. So, and now they will also do exercise. So let me copy this method also for them. So I'll just copy here. Now one more class we'll create. We'll create one more class that is called as human being class. Okay, human being. Now in this human being, what we'll do, we'll have this exercise method because all the humans will do exercise. So we can generalize it, that exercise. And now what we can do, we can delete this from here, and we can delete from teacher class also, and we can delete from student class also, so that we'll see what is the significance of not having common method in all the classes rather than having in one class. Now let us create one more class to access the variables. So let me write my class name as a app, and then create the main method in this. Now in this I'll create a first student class object. So student s equals to new student, and then my object has been created. Okay, stude, NT student, right? Now let's try to access the methods which we have created. So S dot attend class, right? Now S dot one more method is there, give exam, student will give exam. Now let's check any other method. So no, there are only two methods which we can call. Now how to call give this, do exercise method, because exercise also they will do, right? We had said earlier. So if we want to call, do exercise method, that time we need to use inheritance. So let me use inheritance, extends, and then human being class. So extend is a keyword here, human being is a class. So this is nothing but I have done, I have just done inheritance over here. So I'll inherit this human class, whatever it has, method or variable or anything, you know, in the by the object of student class. Let's see how to do that. So till now we were having just two methods. Now let's try to, have another method. S dot look do exercise that belongs to human class it shows. Now save your program and try to run your program. Look, attend class, student will give exam and student will exercise. So this is nothing but inheritance concept, guys. Okay. Now this inheritance is called as single inheritance. We can see there are four type of inheritance, single, multi-level, hierarchical and multiple. So we have seen here whenever, one parent and one child relationship is there, that time we call it as a, single inheritance. Now let me show you that what is the another inheritance, that is multi-level inheritance. So what is multi-level inheritance? So let's go. So right now student is, inheriting the human being methods. Let me create one more method so that can we see that. Okay, okay. So what else human being can do? Human being can eat, right? So I'll make a method for human being. Now just say here eating method. Eating method has been created. Now can a student, if a student is extending to human being, can a student object can access human being newly created method? Let's try that. Now s dot eat, yes, it can access. Look, so that's the benefit. Like whenever you want to, use any newly created, method across the, all the base, derived class, that time you can go for inheritance. You can just simply create that method in, parent class, and all the child class can access that method. Now let's suppose now teacher is also extending, extends human being. What happens here, guys? Now let me create a teacher object as well. So teacher, in app class we will create for teacher, this is teacher t equals to new teacher, right? So what happens here, guys? T dot conduct exam. This is a method which is present already in teacher class. Look, teacher class is having conduct exam. Now I want to, access t dot do exercise. So look, I am able to access this because I have inherited. Let's suppose I delete this. Okay, I don't want to inherit now. Look, I have started getting error here. What is the error? This method do exercise is undefined for type teacher, because this is not there in teacher. The object t is going to teacher class. Look, the t goes to, open declaration here. What happens? T goes to teacher class, and in teacher class it will see that okay, that method is not present. It will start throwing you error. Now what to do? Just go here, just say this, that extends human being, the error is gone, you are able to execute now. If teacher wants also to execute eat method, t dot eat. So this is nothing but multi-level inheritance. So many derived class, many child class are, extending or inheriting the single parent class. So that is called as multi-level inheritance. Now let's discuss the third one, that is hierarchical. What is hierarchical? In hierarchical, what happens? Let's suppose student is extending to human being, right? Teacher is extending to human being. Now let's suppose staff is extending to teacher class. It can, this can also happen, right? So extends teacher class. Now what will happen here, guys? Now go to app class, make a object of staff class. So staff class object will make, let's create a object first. S equals to, will say here st, because s already we have declared here. So st equals to new, and then the object has been created. Now try to access method st dot. Look, even staff can conduct the exam now. Now st dot staff can do also. Now you know exercise. So look, this do exercise method is not present inside teacher. Look, it's not present inside teacher, and it's not present even inside staff. But still staff class is able to use teacher class as well as human being class method. Can you see here? Staff class object I have made here, staff class object st. St is able to use teacher method. There is only one method in teacher, that is conduct exam. And now if he staff is extending to teacher, then teacher method I am able to access, as well as I am able to access human being also. So what is this? This is nothing but a hierarchical inheritance. So I'll just mention it, that you will whenever you revise, so you'll have the fair idea that what is happening here. This is hierarchical inheritance, this is multi-level inheritance example, and this is just single level inheritance example. So this is nothing but a type of inheritance. Now last comes what is multiple inheritance. So this type of inheritance cannot be achieved in Java at the class level. So that should be your answer whenever in interview, if you get asked why is this not possible. So what happens, guys? Let's suppose now teacher is extending to human being, and now let's suppose I want to say that I want to extend one more class. So I want to this time extend to student also. Look, so look, I'm not able to do that. That's not allowed in Java. Why? Because the Java compiler will get confused that if there are two methods, let's suppose present at the same name. Let's suppose in human being we have eat, and let's suppose this eat method also we have in student. Okay, no problem, we can have two methods. But whenever you make whenever you try to inherit two parents, then your class will get confused that which to extend for. If you call this method do eat method, if you call do eat method in which class, in teacher class. So let's try to call teacher object is there. Now t dot eat, let's suppose. So it will get confused, because right now it just shows human being, but you have also trying to extend student class. So that is why it is not possible in Java. So your answer should be because you cannot have two parents for at class level. You cannot have, any child cannot cannot extend two parent class at the class level. That's why multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java. So this is what is the inheritance. Now next topic, that is called as polymorphism. So here we can achieve polymorphism, that is method overriding. runtime polymorphism we can achieve it through. So let's see how do we achieve runtime polymorphism. Now let's see what I have done. Void it method I have copied into student. Void it method is copied. Now here I want to change the implementation. Only for students I want to method. Now students eating method. Okay, and this is general human being method. This is general human being method. Now student class object wants to access eat method of student class. So let me run my program. So look, students eating method has been called, and everywhere other classes general eating method has been called. So what happens, guys? Let's suppose if parent has the same method, and if child wants to have same method but with different implementation. Same method name is same eat. Here also method name is same eat, but with different implementation. What do you mean by implementation? Implementation means this, the inside code. So here general eating method is there. In this implementation, student rating method is there. So that time what happens? Overriding concept comes into the picture. So look here, what a green arrow shows here. What it says? Overrides codemo dot human being dot eat. Right? Overrides oops this package name dot class name dot eat. So that's the override concept in inheritance. So that is all about inheritance, guys. Practice, and if you get any doubt, please let me know, and I'll upload the source code to the GitHub. You can download it from there. So thanks for watching, guys.